Hi, and welcome back, everybody. Thank you all who have subscribed to my channel. I so appreciate it. You don't even believe that I'm so excited. And for those of you that are new here, I hope you watch the video. And if you like it, that you subscribe, leave a comment, anything. Today is going to be a lot simpler than some of the things because I do tend to batch cook a lot. Well, it's not really batch cooking, it's batch prepping. And I'll make one or two different meals because that's just the way I do it, because sometimes I just don't feel good enough to get up and do it a second day or whatever the case might be. So I have something that we can just throw in the microwave. It's just me and my husband now. But today, because it's the day before Valentine's Day, and we're going to make a sweet for our sweetheart. Now, most people, everybody, chocolate, 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 chocolate. And don't get me wrong, I am a chocoholic. But this sweet here is literally a sweet treat. It's a coffee. I'm just already gonna say the wrong name of what it is, because that's what I like to do. It's a honey bun cake. And I learned how to make it down south. Never heard of it up here north. I'm sure it's up here, but it's just something that I never heard of until I moved down south. And I got this recipe from, I can't remember because it's been a few years, but it was my husband's friend, Anthony. His mother or his mother-in-law gave me this recipe, and I do have to look at it because it is so sweet. I only make it maybe once or twice a year. And if you have children, don't give them this at nighttime before they go to bed. Definitely they can have it in the morning. So let's move on, and I'll show you how to make a honey bun cake. Okay, since we're making a sweet for our sweetheart, we've got the my love bowl and my love little spatula thing. I'm gonna tell you guys the ingredients right quick. So we're gonna need a box of yellow food cake, the whole container here. We're gonna need 4 eggs, 2/3 cup of oil, 3/4 cup of packed brown sugar, a cup of powdered sugar, 8 ounces of sour cream, couple teaspoons of cinnamon, couple teaspoons of vanilla. So we're going to start with our cake mix. Then we're going to add in the oil. And again, that was 2/3 a cup of oil. We're going to add in all 4 of our eggs. You guys know that if you do accidentally get a shell inside here, you just take your egg. I'll show you 1 second. So if you do accidentally get a eggshell in here, you just take your egg and kind of scoop it out like this, because it's attracted to the shell again. And it's so much easier than trying to get it out with your fingers or a spoon or anything. Just use the shell. All right, so we got our 4 eggs in there. And I'm going to wipe my hands right quick. Sorry about that. And we're going to add, this is a 16-ounce container of sour cream, so we're going to use half of it. We want 8 ounces of that. So that's about half. And we're going to give everybody a good old stir. Mix everybody together. And obviously you can use your electric mixer, but I just find it's just cumbersome to have to take it out and wash it, and you can just do it with this. Scrape your bottom so you make sure you get all the dry ingredients. Give everybody good mix about. Okay. That looks good. So we're just going to put that aside for a minute. take out our second bowl here. And in this bowl, we're gonna need our brown sugar. And again, that was 3/4 cup firmly packed. We're gonna need our cinnamon, which is 2 teaspoons. 1, 2. And we're just gonna mix them two together right quick. Now we preheated our oven to 350 degrees. And this, it's gonna depend on your oven. Anywhere from 28 to 35 minutes. All right, so we got this mixture all mixed together. We've got our 13 by 9 pan, 13 by 9 by 2. And we're gonna take our batter, and we're gonna get about half of it and put it in the pan here. Sorry about the bowl on this side, I can't hold it with the other hand. So spread that out. Then we're gonna take this mixture and spread that on the top. That's your brown sugar and your cinnamon. Then we're gonna take the rest of our batter. Now when you have this, you just want to take a small piece of it. I'm telling you, it's so sugary, but it's so good. When I lived down south, churches would have like, I guess, cake raffles. And I've seen one of these go for $40 or $50. You know, the people know which ladies made it. And it's all for charity, but all right. And now we're just kind of swirling it all together. Which I'm just following directions, but never really made sense, so I'm just mix it all together. That's what you're really doing in the pan now, but that's okay. So you got this swirling effect. It looks pretty. So we're gonna put this in the oven, and I will be back to show you what we do with the next ingredients to make our layer top. All right, so that took about 30 minutes. Like I said, everybody's oven is going to be different. So start checking it around 25 minutes. You want it to come out clean when you insert, a toothpick, knife, whatever. All right, so the next step is, and I'm just using a straw here. While it's still hot, you want to just poke a bunch of holes around it. You guys don't, like, the smell of this is so amazing. Amazing. Okay, so we're just gonna push this aside. And I did put this on trivets because we don't want to put this hot glass thing on this glass, or even on your counter. So we just put some trivets underneath there. Okay, so the next thing is we're gonna need another bowl. And we're going to add our cup of powdered sugar. And I'm just, excuse me, because I forgot to grab the milk. We're going to use a teaspoon of milk and a teaspoon of vanilla. And when I was cleaning up, I kept out the cinnamon, which we're not going to use, and put the vanilla away. So here we go. So here's our teaspoon of vanilla. And we're going to start out with, oh, it's actually a tablespoon of milk. So 1 tablespoon of milk, 1 cup of powdered sugar, and a teaspoon of vanilla. So here's our tablespoon of milk. And then we're just going to start stirring this together. We're making a glaze for the top of it. So we might have to add, another splash of milk. I can already tell we're going to have to. Keep stirring. Stir, stir, stir. That's looking good. There's a couple little lumps. I'll try to break them up a little bit. But that's kind of the consistency we're looking for. Now we're going to give this, another couple minutes to cool down because we don't want to put it on piping hot. You want it to be warm but not piping hot. That way it doesn't just melt right. You want it to melt down in here, but you want to see a glaze on top also. So we'll give it another, 2 or 3 minutes. But I'm going to take you for a little walk over here. So I'm going to show you guys my Valentine's Day tree. It's a little messy now because I have cats and they get into it, and it's been up for almost 6 weeks. But since Valentine's Day is tomorrow, I thought I would share this, what I do. This during Christmas is a memory tree, and then I'll take this down Thursday, and it'll be St. Patrick's, on to Easter, so on and so forth, spring, summer, different things like that. But I just want to show you my cute little monkey I got for Valentine's Day this year. They're all just little $1.25 items. This one right here is one of my favorites. Oh. And then I have the little lights that'll just blend in out right here. They're not on right now because the battery just died, and I'm not going to change it because it's going to come down Thursday. And I got this little plaque from my husband. So, and then I have this flower here. This was from the last flower arrangement my husband used to make for my mother. She couldn't have real flowers anymore. So he would make her flower arrangements for the dining room table, and that was one from the last one he made. So, but that's all. I just want to share with you my little Valentine's Day stuff. And I got my little flower over here. Oh, I have this other little, I didn't even put it up. I just put it behind the TV this year. But can you see it? The thing my husband made me. Love it. And I don't know if you can see out the window. It's snowing today. We're having a little storm. But now, back to our cooking. Okay, that has cooled down a little bit more. And we're just going to take, well, you know what? That has thickened up a little bit while we were over there messing about with the tree. Add a little bit more milk. You don't want it really thick, but you don't want it really loose either. So, in-between thing. So it is added. So now we're probably up to a tablespoon and a half of milk. we're just going to take and drizzle this across. Just let it fall right down in the holes. And like I told you at the beginning of this video, this is a sweet treat. And, you know, Valentine's Day, chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. Like I said, I am a chocoholic. I love my chocolate, but, you know, for something different. And this whole thing cost me under $6 to make. And that's on the high end. I just estimated. Because most of the time I try to buy my cake mixes when they're on sale. A lot of times they go on sale 10 for 10. You know, you have to look at your flyers. I know, it's like, oh, who wants to go from store to store? But sometimes it's really worth it. And now with how prices are nowadays, you really have to. You know, you look and see, they go on sale all the time. And when you go in that store, you just buy, you look at their flyer and you just buy what's on sale. Okay, so that's now gonna cool even more, 'cause it's still way too hot to have a slice. But there we go. There is our finished honey bun cake. I hope you guys try it, and I know you'll enjoy it. If you like honey buns, you're gonna love this. And I want to again thank everybody for watching this video. I hope that you like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're doing for Valentine's Day. Unless you plan out for it, which we never do, we'll be staying home. I don't like to go out on Valentine's Day anyways, because it's just too much hype, too much, you know, they put up prices at restaurants telling you they're giving you a deal. They're really not. And it's just so crowded. There's people waiting. You know, years back, we would make reservations and we'd still have to wait. I'm not that kind of person. You know, if my mind's set on eating at a certain time, I like to eat at that time. Now you're going to tell me I'm going to have to wait another hour to sit down and still wait for the food to cook? That's not romance to me. I want my food immediately. I'd rather stay home and make us both something that we're going to enjoy eating. So to all of you out there that have sweethearts, hope you enjoy your Valentine's Day. And for those of you that don't have one right now or don't want one right now, that's okay. You do you. Give yourself a good pampering night and enjoy that. And I did want to show you our little quote for the day. Can we read that? Above all, love each other deeply because love conquers over a multitude of sins. 1 Peter 4:8. And that's not just about romantic love. That's about love. Love for your neighbor, love for your brothers and sisters, love for your co-workers, love, you know, just be kind. Love people. Show them who you are, and it all turns out good. So God bless you all, and thank you again.